We're gonna have to make this a quick segment here, but that's how Blake Bowser rolls. Everything's quick with this guy. He's got to get out to Las Vegas. He's going to go out and see. They're running out there this weekend, right?
They are. NHRA is there this weekend.
4 wide to back to Vegas.
Yeah.
It's quite a trip.
Yeah, and actually, you know what? It's funny if you look at Las Vegas. It was originally built to accommodate 4 wide lanes there. If you look at where the grandstands are set off to one side, or the scoreboard, I think it is set way back on one side. It's built to accommodate 4 lanes, but I guess it went to Charlotte instead. So.
Well, it's we talked a lot about that last show. The look and feel of it, very different race.
Very different.
And,
probably just enough for one track to have that, I think.
And we talked a little bit about that. Famoso may have had that at one point too.
Oh, they did. Okay. Yeah, back in must have been probably early '60s. They had, of course, they just had open just asphalt. There wasn't like dedicated, barrier walls and that sort of thing.
Wasn't like it is now.
No. Well, one time they stepped up and they had hay bales. That was a big improvement. Had hay bales that's going to hold the car back. Yeah. Right.
Could you imagine that? I mean, because if you watch that rally racing, or the off-road stuff, where those guys try to
just stand right next to
stand as close as they possibly can. I mean, you'd have that.
Oh yeah.
You'd have that on your. On your place.
We kind of have that a little bit when we have like the street racing out there. All that. Because we let them walk out there and we want to simulate a street race without putting them in the danger of being at a street race.
Yeah.
So of course they're standing behind concrete walls that are, a foot thick at least at one point. So it's
have you seen that?
Safe.
Have you seen that video, Mike, of that car in? I think it's it's some place weird, like in Dubai or something like that, where it's like a Lexus, and it gets elevated, like off the start. It gets so much. I guess it was so much momentum going forward. It literally goes over the barrier. And went up like 15 feet.
Yeah.
At first I thought it was fake when I looked at it. And the more I watched it, I was like, that looks like a real deal.
They probably have some sort of a wheelie contest.
Exactly.
Like that. Or drag racing in the Middle East, though, is it's really
coming along,
coming alive.
Yeah.
Has been past several years now. The Sheikh, he's kind of pulled back all his funding and stuff, obviously, of Alan Johnson Racing. So I know their country's kind of taking a hit right now with all the oil stuff going on.
Right.
It's big there right now.
Yeah, I mean, this was like one of these supercar races. You know, they were you could tell they were on a drag strip because they had the lights and everything, and it looked like it was someplace unusual. Anyway, that being said, speaking of unusual, we got the Summit Series coming up this weekend, and we've got a lot of interesting things coming up here. Summit Series Open Test and Tune is this weekend. Cars can start parking on Friday.
Yep.
And then the next weekend, we've got the ANRA season opener with Butch Hedrick, who hopefully we can see here next week. And April 25th, the Street Tuner, which is one you're looking forward to.
Yeah, that's actually that replaces our Friday nights. We've stopped doing our Friday nights. I know this has been discussed before, but we'll bring it up. We're trying to get more people there from out of town. A lot of racetracks are closing. We heard the possible demise of Irwindale, so we're just trying to accommodate more people from out of town. So Friday nights are tough; they can't get there until late. We run 8 to midnight usually, so we scrap that. And we're going Saturdays now, like 10 to 5.
Right.
So we're seeing a lot of people from out of town attending that just can't go on drag strips. They want to. There's a lot of folks that want to race on tracks. They just can't. They can't get to one, so they don't have one nearby. So we're really trying to extend the hours and let them come out and experience a drag strip situation, rather than the street.
And if you guys have time to read all of this stuff here, this is a lot of information here. Let's go over it, summarize it, post on our Facebook page too. But parking on Friday, gates open Saturday at 7 a.m. and gate opens at Sunday at 8 a.m. Is that right or is that wrong?
That's right.
Is that right?
I got to be out there early.
Surprise! I got it directly from Famoso Raceway.
I had 2 weekends off, so I'm got to readjust here. Yeah, no, that's right.
Racers and crew spectators will pay weekend gate admission fee of $35 on Friday or Saturday for the weekend. Sunday gate admission is $20 for racers, crew, or spectators.
And then you go to the there it is. Then you go to the tower and buy your tech card for whatever class you want to be in. So
what do you expect for this weekend? And
we'll see a little bit of a drop off because the national event being in Vegas. Some of the guys that run, I'm not sure what Vegas is running over there. The national events alternate the sportsman category, like Super Comp, Super Gas, all that. I don't know what's running. I'm think they never cut all those out. So we're going to lose some of the guys to want to go over there because the following weekend. in Vegas is the divisional. So a lot of guys go there for back to back to back. Then the third weekend is the spring fling over there. So there's a chance for guys to run 3 weekends in a row out there.
Okay.
There's also a nostalgia race this week, a heritage race in Las Vegas.
Oh, really?
So we'll see some of the guys going up there too. So we'll probably have 125, 130 cars total. We are seeing we're allowing test and tune also during our summit races to make up for the loss of guys that are going different races.
Right.
So we got a few Nitro Funny cars already coming. Robert Overholzer's coming over from the
really?
coast. Yep. And Dan Horan's coming up. So they're getting ready for they're going to go to Boise in May for the Igniter. For the second race for the Heritage Series for the Nitro Funny cars.
So this is one of those things where you want, if you love the power of it and you love just a wide diversity of cars and motorcycles.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. No, we get it all out there, and we always get that unexpected surprise that shows up too. It's always fun.
Exactly. That's the thing about Famoso. You go out there and like, oh, look who showed up. Look who's here.
Yeah, it's fun.
You don't really see that too many other places, right, Griff?
No, not often. It can show up like somebody be out there testing.
Yeah.
One person who won't be showing up is Cruiser. Of course, he's going to be in Vegas, but he's selling the chassis from the California Charger. He threw down the challenge for the March meet.
Yeah.
Well, the body's not for sale, but the chassis for the California.
I'm suspecting
Charger
he might be upgrading. Maybe a little chassis change on his part.
I'm thinking maybe the March meet awakened his eyes that he needed to make a change.
Yeah.
If he was going to, call people out, he needs to be able to
better
back
have
it
the
up.
car to back it up, right?
Well, I think it just shows, that the difficulty in driving those
Well,
cars.
and they're taking this seriously.
Yeah.
I mean, they're getting all the best hardware to do this. This is not just a little weekend hobby anymore. It's the real deal.
Yeah,
There's
absolutely.
guys dedicating their entire seasons to going out and doing this.
Now you're going up to Vegas today. You said, and you're going to be up there, and what kind of things? Who will you talk to? Who will you get to see? What will you get to do up there?
We'll be talking to Cruiser, all the friends of Bakersfield. We'll talk to Ron.
Because you have a
Hyde,
wide range of friends. I mean, you look at the
Chad
top
Head,
10.
Yeah,
you look at the top 10 in points in Funny Car right now.
It's fun to look at it and go,
they've all
Bakersfield,
been there.
Bakersfield. Yeah, it really is a lot of fun. So
I mean, those are the guys that just show up to say, hey, how you doing, Blake? Right?
How we doing? Yeah.
Okay.
And half of them show up, don't even come there, and they pay to get in. So I'd give the guy a ticket if I knew he was coming. But even better,
Did John
Beckman
Force
does it every
pay to
year.
get in, or did he?
No, John didn't. I let that one go. I let that one go.
And NHRA, there's a story broke, a rumor that their TV package could be changing for 2016.
There's a lot going around.
That they're going to be doing their own producing. And packaging their own content. So,
and there was some talk about them selling off the pro classes. That was kind of a weird deal that came out. I think all an effort to get more exposure for the pro teams and see if they can get a dedicated show and that kind of thing. So they could use it. Their show it's not viewed by a big audience, but they're trying hard to fix it. I know that. So hopefully it works.
I think the challenge for that is that I think you have to have your own sort of production company to do that stuff in the first place, because it is hard to cover a really good race like that. So I think that's the challenge of that. But clearly, in this era, there's no reason why they couldn't have their own cable channel. There's no reason why they couldn't have their own or partner with another niche product like MAV TV or something along those
MAV
lines.
would make the most sense to me.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
When they're not showing Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon in English, which is weird, but
they could use a little more.
Yeah.
In fact, I think last week, was I on the show last? I was. Yeah, we took a tour of MAV down there in down south. So I liked it. Really cool. I mean, obviously it's in a old school area, and it started out as just their warehouse for their products going out, which still is. It's their West Coast headquarters, but. Nice. Got to go through and see all the MAV layout, and it was pretty cool.
To go back to Summit Series real quick, this matters for this. There's points associated with this. We'll have some results for next week, right?
Yeah, points. Saturday's a race, Sunday's a race, so double points at stake. All of our races are 2-day races.
Okay.
Qualify one day, race the same day. Qualify the next.
What are the
race
classes again we have in this?
We have Super Pro,
Pro,
Sportsman, and Motorcycle. Motorcycle, obviously, that's bikes.
Right.
We do see at our ET finals, though, we do see snowmobiles that will come out from like Rocky Mountain
Snowmobiles, Griff, what do you think about that? And the drought?
I mean, it might be tough to get down the track.
Yeah, they put a big rubber track on them, and they run pretty good.
Is that right?
We see a lot of them. We go up to Boise at the night fires.
That's kind of
in
cool.
August. They run up there quite a bit in the bike classes. So
Right.
they call them sled bikes.
Okay.
So it mixed the class. So Super Pro is the quickest and the biggest of the event of the whole event. They have all the electronics on board, that kind of stuff. Now Pro will not have electronics. The Sportsman's a little more of your DOT street tire car,
Right.
mufflers, that kind of thing. So there's a level for everybody, and it's all bracket racing, all 5/10 trees. So you can run whatever number your car runs. It's up to you, and run that number consistently, and you can win a drag race.
So you'll have the racing, and then you have the test and tune as part of it. So
In conjunction.
In conjunction. So what's interesting about that is, that, like I said, you'll see Robert Overholtz will show up, and he'll run down the track.
Yeah.
Then you'll see a guy in a Cadillac CTS go 145 miles an hour down the track too.
Or we had a couple of Lamborghinis there
that was
a month or
very
so
cool.
ago, and thanks for putting that in the paper. That was awesome to see that picture.
Yeah.
In the paper. That was cool.
That's the kind of thing. I mean, I think that's the thing that sets everything apart here is that you guys. We talk about this all the time. It's a recurring theme, but it's the surprises that you have out there. I mean,
it's really makes us excited to go out there and see who's going to show up or what's going to show up, what's going to pull in the gate. So.
I'm telling you, Griff, we got to get this. We got to get this guy from Texas to bring out that Mustang.
Yeah, no, I haven't seen this.
We got to send this link to you. Yeah. You know, because it's pretty impressive. Griffith was over there, complaining about it because he's like, how are they gonna get the electricity into that thing? They got to use this.
No,
and this.
no, I'm talking
but it was
about
still pretty
electric
cool.
cars.
What?
It's cool. I'm talking about electric cars running up and down the freeway, going cross country in electric car, not one going down a strip.
Going down the strip
difference.
I mean, Garlitz is doing it.
Yeah, that's fine, and they're doing it. They had the electric Grand Prix at Long Beach last weekend.
Yeah, I think it'd be fine for
electric
short
cars.
stints. I wouldn't want to be traveling across country in an electric car trying to find somewhere to plug in. That wouldn't.
Good luck.
Doesn't sound fun to me at all.
How long before we see an electric drag race?
I don't know if I want to host one.
You wouldn't turn it down, though, right?
I probably wouldn't turn it down, but
all right,
you'd have to have something else to kind of generate the environment there.
Yeah.
Simulate the excitement and the noise.
I think
it'd be different.
I think they addressed that on the on that video and on theverge.com is where it's at, and I think they put some kind of blower on there to kind of replicate the noise a little bit. But
I guess you could just talk over the cars. You wouldn't have a problem. I
tell you from the burnout thing though, that car.
Oh yeah,
put on
I mean,
a great
the power is right now on an electric vehicle. You get all that torque, all that power is instant. That's part of the problem.
And that's probably what you'll see. You'll probably see it first in drag racing. You already are seeing it, but obviously, a cup race, it's going to be it's several hours long. How are you going to do that? But a drag race, I mean, it could be done in as little as 4 seconds.
Right.
So
right.
Probably this car runs a little more 7, 8, 9 seconds. But so it can be you can go charge up, come back out, and do that. Where be a little tougher on more of an oval track race.
They worked on the Formula Electric Grand Prix, race, but I don't think we're quite to being able to run NASCAR cars for 5 hours yet.
All right, we're going to get out here. Next week, we'll have the complete Summit Series results, and we'll have some photos from that most likely. Hopefully some video as well, and good luck in Vegas. Have fun.
Yeah, I'm just going to do a little turnaround, but be fun to go see you guys.
We'll see you next week, Blake, and I'll talk to you guys real soon. Coming up next, Steve Hughes from Kern County Raceway Park. They got big races coming up this weekend. Everybody's running this weekend. Get out to the tracks.